Hi guys, so we have completed the date and alert dialog. Now we need to proceed forward. So let's see which all are left now. We need to do time now. So the button time has got on click attribute as time. So let me go there and I'm going to type public void time. Again, I'll call calendar class. I'll be calling the class TimePicker dialog and make an object TimePicker dialog. Here I'll have to pass first the context. On time set listener. This is very similar to what we did here for DatePicker, if you observe that. And then here it says cannot be instantiated, so that will be fine later. Here also let us try to implement the methods. Yeah, so we don't need to type it on our own. I will now set, again I need the text view on which the time has to be set. This is TV3. So I will go here and define the text view again. This was my text view. Dot set text. Putting double quotes here is basically to typecast the entire thing into a string. This is done. Then here I'll type cal2 calendar dot r of day, comma cal2 dot get calendar dot minute. Yeah. And finally, before I close everything, I will have to also show the dialog. Yeah. Now 3 of them are done. Now let's see which one is remaining. Only one is remaining, that is custom dialog. By the way, in custom dialog, what we will do now is, till now we only had a button there. We will also include another set text, a text view here, so that we can, the edit text which appears after I click on custom button in the dialog, I should, whatever things that I type in that edit text should appear here. So basically what we will try to do is get some input from our user in the dialog, custom dialog, through the edit text, and whatever input the user gives, we are going to put it here on the text view here, right? So what I will do is I will copy paste another text view and make the relevant changes whatever are required. Let's see if this is done. Yeah, looks fine, right? So whenever I click on this button, there will be a dialog with the edit text inside it. I will type some message there, and that message, same message, should appear here in the text view. All right, now let's go to our main activity and start the custom dialog coding. Public void custom. Now here we will not be using any TimePicker dialog or DatePicker dialog for obvious reasons, because this is not a TimePicker or DatePicker action that we want to perform. What we will be doing is we'll be using dialog class and make an object of dialog. We will pass the context this. And now I'm going to do certain things with this object, whatever I want to do. I want to discuss something here. See, I've made an object dialog, which is called dialog here, right? Now I'm going to call certain methods on this. First one is set content view. Please try to understand that this is very similar to what we do when we create an activity. You see here also the same method is called, right? Set content view. But here what is happening is we are creating an activity, right? Here in this case, I'm creating a custom dialog. For that, I have created an object called dialog, which is this one, right? And I am also going to pass it on a layout which it has to use. Any guesses what layout it's going to be? Yes, if you guessed it right, then great. It's going to be this layout, the custom layout that we made, right? So I'm going to type here r dot layout dot custom, right? I passed it on the relevant layout that it will be requiring to inflate, so that we can get to see whatever we have prepared in our custom.xml, right? After that, there is this edit text in this custom layout. If you remember, this is the edit text which user will use to give the inputs, and that same input has to appear here in this text view at this time, at this place, right? So what I will do is I will first find out what is the edit text that I'm dealing with. This is the edit text. The ID is edt1, right? I will go and in my coding I will type edit text ed1 2 3, let's say, or let's keep it ed dialog is equal to this is the ID, right? Another thing which we need to notice here is generally what we do is we typecast the dialog, the entire view here. This is the entire view, find view by ID and then the view address, right? We typecast it and then we start using it. But here I will have to declare that this is the actual dialogue that I'm talking about, and we need to typecast this entire thing, including the dialogue part. This entire thing has to be typecasted and then used further, right? So I have declared the ed dialog, this part, as my edit text in my Java program. Now I will deal with the button. Before I move forward, I will again mention it here. Button OK. And after that, dialog button dot, I will call set on click listener here. Implement methods on click. Yeah. Now here, whenever I click on that button OK, this button, I want whatever the user has entered here should appear in my main activity main here, right? So what I will do here is, while I'm typing the Java code here in this on click method, I will refer to the txt ID that I created, this one. I will refer to this ID so that I can, set the text here. So I will have to find out what is the ID, TV4, right? So I will have to go here and make another variable. Let's call it text main screen, because we need to explicitly remind ourselves that this is the main screen. Text main screen. TV4, right? And now I can come back to my custom coding, and here I write text main screen set text ed dialog dot get text dot toString. I will dismiss the dialog then. And here I will show the dialog. Let us now run this application on the emulator. We first created the alert button. This looks fine. I created, yeah, positive confirmation. Click on date. Let's choose 19th of October. This is 9 here. Why is it 9? Because I will have to, the Android system, oh sorry, the Java, it begins its month counting by 0. So we'll have to add 1 here. If I click on time, 9:20, this is correct, 21:20, and custom, we'll type, again let's call Steve, and yes, Steve comes. So this is done. We were successfully able to complete all the 4 types of dialogues. Now let's meet in our next session, which will be about fragments. See you.